So if you're a beginner with face yoga, or maybe you've been doing it for a while and you just want some tips and advice, this is the episode for you. I'm going to be delving into the top mistakes you don't want to be making when you're doing your face yoga. A warm welcome to this week's episode of the Face Yoga Expert Podcast. I'm your host, Danielle Collins, and today we are going to give you lots of amazing takeaways you can bring into your beauty routine, your skincare routine, and all things which are going to help your skin look and feel the best version of itself. So let's get going. First mistake I don't want you to make is using dirty hands. It is good to touch our faces, but it's only good to touch our faces if our hands are clean. So always wash your hands before you do any face yoga, else you are going to be spreading dirt and bacteria all around your face. It's a simple tip, but so important. Secondly, I want you to always do face yoga with a clean face. Now, in some circumstances, you can do it with makeup on. Maybe you're joining in a class and you have to go straight after the class to an event and you haven't got time to do makeup, so you're going to do it as a one-off. Maybe you're doing some of the hands-free techniques. So for example, in my morning, noon and night facial workouts course, which by the way, if you haven't got that, it's only £31. And it's so good because it gives you so many key face yoga techniques to do in the morning, noon, and then in the evening as well. The noon one actually has a hands-free face yoga session. So if you want to do face yoga with makeup on, you don't need to touch your face. You can actually be strengthening and toning the muscles in your face without even touching it. But generally, I would say you want to do face yoga with no makeup on at all, because you want to be able to touch your face with those clean hands. You want to detoxify your skin. You want to lift your skin. You want to boost the circulation, and you don't want to be doing that with dirt on your skin. So wash your face first, and you can use the Fusion by Danielle Collins Pro Nourish Cleanser. It's one of the new products to the range. It's perfect way to gently cleanse your skin. You can use it morning and you can use it in the evening, or even throughout the day if you want to take off your makeup and do a little face yoga session. Then use the Fusion by Danielle Collins Pro Hydrate Toner. You can just spray a little bit of it onto a cotton pad. You can wipe it over your skin. It will remove any last traces of the cleanser, any last traces of makeup or dirt or pollution. And what I love to do is do one extra spritz of it because it doubles up as a hydrating mist. And then I apply the Fusion by Danielle Collins Pro Lift Moisturising Serum. So I'm going to get onto that tip in a minute. But when you do your face yoga at home, clean face. Now, I don't mind whether you do your face yoga in the morning or the evening. People ask this question a lot. When is the best time to do face yoga? And the best time is the time where you're going to be able to do it and do it regularly and keep it up. So there'd be no point me saying to you, do face yoga every evening, whereas you're maybe working in the evenings, or your evenings are very busy and for you like to do a morning routine. Or it'd be no good me saying to you, please always do it as soon as you wake up in the morning. And if you're like me and you're really busy in the mornings, I have 2 little girls, so I rush around and get ready for school. I just can't do my face yoga in the morning. So do it at a time which suits you. But the key to face yoga is keeping it up regularly. And again, we'll get onto that in a moment. So my next tip is make sure you apply a product to your face before you do face yoga. So I always use the Fusion by Danielle Collins Pro Lift Moisturising Serum. And yes, we have launched 3 new products in the range, the cleanser, the toner and the exfoliator. But the Fusion by Danielle Collins Pro Lift Moisturising Serum has actually been around for 10 years. It is a best-selling product. It's a hero product of the range. And I know so many of you all around the world absolutely love this product. Now, it was formulated for us by an amazing skincare formulation team. They are in rural England and they use all certified organic products. They use natural products. It's all plant-based, vegan. It's accredited by the Soil Association. It's also ethically sourced, ethically made, all good for the environment as well. And every ingredient in the ProLift Moisturising Serum is there for a reason. It's there to hydrate your skin, to plump your skin. It's got molecules small enough to get into the middle layer of skin, so you're actually helping to regenerate new skin cells, and that middle layer of skin is where your collagen and elastin lie, and creams just sit on top of the skin in the epidermis, but you actually want to get down to the dermis. It's also got lots of vitamin A, C and E through these botanical seed oils, so things like the apricot oil, the carrot oil, the rosehip oil. It's also packed full of essential fatty acids, so the evening primrose oil in it is fantastic for that. It's also got green tea extract, which I think is one of my favourite ingredients because it's so good for helping to reduce the free radicals that our skin is exposed to. So things like pollution from our environment, maybe it's things that come from foods, but either way it's high in antioxidants, so it's helping to fight those free radicals. Now, the reason you want to use this for face yoga rather than the cream is because you apply a cream, it sits on the top layer of skin, and then quite quickly, normally within a minute or two, it sinks in, and that's it. And you can't have glides, you can't do a 10-minute or 20-minute face yoga routine because it literally is not giving you that glide you need it to have. Now, if you use a stronger oil, you, yes, will get that glide, but you might find you need to wipe it off afterwards because maybe it's greasy, maybe it clogs your pores. But if you're using a moisturising serum, so not just a serum, a moisturising serum, you're actually getting the hydration, you're getting the glide. It's non-greasy, it's non-comedogenic, so it's not clogging the pores, and you can leave it on for either the rest of the night if you're doing in the evening, or you can do it in the morning, and then you can apply whatever else you want to apply to your skin. I then do SPF for makeup, and it just sits beautifully and gives you a lovely glow. So I have my SPF on now, and I have a little bit of mineral based makeup as well, but I'm still getting that lovely glow, and I'm still having all that beautiful hydration, and I know that my skin is literally eating up these gorgeous ingredients, because when we use something on our skin which is from nature and from plants, our skin responds so well to it. So just like all other organs in our body, don't forget the skin is an organ, it's actually the biggest organ. When we take anything into our body which is natural, which is organic, which is from nature, which is plant-based, our organs love it, and our skin is no exception to that. So it really responds so well to those ingredients. But such an important tip if you are a beginner, make sure you have a little bit of glide, particularly for the massage, and it's great for all of the techniques, the acupressure and the exercises and the relaxation side as well, but definitely for the massage. And ideally use a moisturizing serum rather than a moisturizer or a heavier oil. But if you only have a moisturizer or heavy oil, then use that. It's better than nothing, but you definitely want something which doesn't cause friction on your face when you're doing particularly the massage part of face yoga. The next tip I would give any beginner, but really anyone that does any face yoga, is don't push too hard. Often we think to get really good results, we have to push hard or we have to really pull the skin, but actually that can be quite detrimental. What we want to do is we want to use light to medium touch. You want to use light touch around the neck and around the eyes because that's the areas of the face which are most delicate. When you're working forehead or cheeks, for example, use around medium pressure. Never use hard pressure. Hard pressure doesn't get better results. Sometimes, and particularly in the cases of lymphatic drainage around the eyes, or if you're working sort of down the side of the neck and doing lymphatic drainage there, the lighter touch is better because the lymphatic system is just under the skin surface. So that lighter touch is key. When you're doing more lifting massage, say for your cheek area, then you can use a bit more medium pressure and you can go deeper down into the muscle, but it should never feel painful and never feel uncomfortable. And that takes me on to my next tip, which is listen to the feedback from your body. So if this doesn't feel good for your skin, don't do it. So you are your greatest teacher. And as you do face yoga, whether it's your first time, whether it's your 20th time, whether it's your 200th time, you want to think, what does my skin, what does my body want in this moment? And then listen in quietly to feedback it's giving you. Sometimes it will guide you to go a little bit deeper or a little bit harder. Other times it will guide you to go a lot gentler and pull back a little bit. You have something very special inside you, and that is your intuition and your inner knowing. So listen to that. Do the type of face yoga, the type of pressure that is right for you in that moment. And what's right for you one day may be different for you another day. So even if you are following along one of my courses, so if you're using, for example, the morning, noon and night facial workout course, if I'm guiding you to do certain techniques and that one doesn't feel right today, skip it. Another time I might guide you to do something and you might think, actually, I need another technique there. And you might just pause the video and jump in with another technique. And that is fine. I want you to do it like that. And the morning, noon and night facial workouts, by the way, is really lovely because you've got 3 25-minute face yoga workouts and they've all got lots of wellness in them as well. So there's 25 minutes you can do anytime you want to do a morning session. There's a 25 minutes whenever you want to do the noon session. So as I said, with the hands free, and there's also some chair yoga in there. And then you've got your evening session as well. And it's all video based. So it'll be me literally guiding you through, and you can do it as many times as you like because you have lifetime access. You also have lots of lovely bonus videos in there. I show you how to do facial brushing, facial cupping. I show you how to use a Kanza wand and a precision gua sha tool as well. So those extra tutorials, again, lifetime access, so you can do them as many times as you like and frequent as you like. And it's only £31 one-off fee. So I'll make sure I put the link for you in the notes so you can go ahead and get that. And my final bit of advice for you today, which is definitely based on a mistake I've seen many people make, and that is just following any random video that you see online. My advice would certainly be go for a qualified teacher. We have thousands of teachers of Danielle Collins Face Yoga Method all around the globe, teaching online and in person. They have done a full certification where they've learned how to teach face yoga safely and effectively. So follow along either one of my videos if you're looking online or one of their videos, rather than just someone who's decided to have a quick go at face yoga, because you really need to be guided in the correct way. So that's all from me this week. Quite a short podcast episode, but please do leave feedback. I love reading your comments. I love reading your reviews, and it means so much to me when you do these. Have a beautiful week, and I will see you next week. Take care. Bye-bye.